Enfield Meteor 350. What do I honestly think about it? What have I done to it to change it? And am I ever early for anything? So one of the first things I decided to change on the bike, purely for aesthetic reasons, was the bar end mirrors. In one of my previous videos you can actually see them rotated down in the opposite way. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, they look really cool, really smart. You can't see bugger all. I mean, when you're sitting on the bike and you've got your mirrors down here, if you're a stocky chap like me, you can't see anything. In this upright position, they look really snazzy. I got good visibility and they don't wobble or vibrate, unlike the Mickey Mouse ears ones, which yeah, they've got a bad tendency to wobble and vibrate all over the place. I've also changed the air filter to a DNA air filter kit. It does sound a lot more throatier. I think it does pull a little bit better. I haven't got a rolling road, as you can see, so I'm not going to give you any figures on that. It could just be a placebo effect. But the one main thing I've done which has made a big difference is the 16th tooth front sprocket. Previously you'd get up to about 65, about 70, and you could tell the bike was really not revving out, but you knew the bike was working hard to maintain that sort of speed. Since changing that now, motorways 70, overtaking vehicles maybe a little bit more, more than comfortable. She will do more than 70. Obviously that's only been done on private roads. Stick to the speed limits. And if you're in Wales, that's 20 everywhere. I've also put a backrest on, purely because if I do take a pillion, they've got something to rest their back on and something to actually grab hold of. Moving to the front of the bike, I've also put on the little fly screen. Honestly, it makes no difference to the wind. If anything, it actually deflects it up into your face a bit more. But aesthetically, I like it. Also, I got a little fly guard on there now as well. Again, it's all about aesthetics. I really like it. As for the performance of the bike, it's not going to set the world alight. It's a 350cc single. But an honest review, I live in Wales. There's an awful lot of hills around here. And she's got more than enough torque to pull up the hills. I'm not changing down all the time. I'm 15 and a half, 16 stone. I'm not a small guy. She will quite easily do 70 mile an hour cruising on the motorway. She'll pull up all the hills like I just said. So performance wise, it's more than adequate. I mean, I'm not one for being, hugged over the tank doing, Mach 10. That's just not my thing. And the amount of fuel this thing takes, it doesn't take any. I mean, for example, today now, I left with a full tank. I went from Crosshands, Llandyfri, Llanelli, Carmarthen, back to Crosshands, and I think I used 2 bars, and if I work that out, that's probably in excess of, 60 mile, probably more. She just doesn't use any petrol, which is fantastic. Really cheap to run, it's really easy to ride, it's really comfortable. I mean, I've used the GPS, it works a treat, even in Wales without dodgy postcodes. The brakes are adequate. You've got to think, this isn't a sports bike. This is something that you're going to ride just commuting or out on a Sunday for a spin, And I love the little thing. Yes, it's 350cc, but it's brilliant. I mean, around this way, it's all 20s and with the occasional 60 mile an hour spurt, but mainly it's 20s and 30s. And the single cylinder thump, as you're going around the villages and stuff, it's fantastic. To be fair, an awful lot of people stop me and say, that's a Royal Enfield. How old is that? that looks in really good nick. And when you actually say it's like 3-year-old, 4-year-old, they're like, do they still make them? Because a lot of people are surprised to hear that Royal Enfield is still going, and, you know, as far as I'm concerned, they're going to be around for an awful lot longer. I mean, personally, I really want to get my hands on Himalayan, and I do believe there's talks of a new 650 twin engine in development coming up next year, so I'm actually really excited for that. Would I buy another one? Yes, I would. Because it just ticks all the boxes, you know, keeps up with modern traffic and some. It's cheap to run, it's easy to run, and availability on parts, fantastic. I've done an awful lot of ordering through people like Hitchcock's, and like 2 days later, I've had the 16-tooth front sprocket, I've had the headlight guard, I've had the fly guard, bar end mirrors, like within a matter of days. Cannot fault that. And it just looks so right going around the little A roads around here, up on the country lanes. It just suits the place down to the ground. Obviously, if you're going to do an awful lot of motorway miles or cruising, then this isn't the bike for you. I'm sorry. You can, cruise on them. You can go off miles and miles and miles on them. But would I want to do it every day? No. I think that's where like the Himalayan comes in, or even something like the Interceptor comes in, or even the larger version, the Super Meteor, comes in handy, because obviously it's got the larger engine, and it's got a bigger seat and everything. But again, if you want a bigger seat, you can get the bigger seat for them. They do a touring seat. There's so many aftermarket parts available, it's really mind-boggling. So, is there any more I'm going to change on it? I'd like to change the exhaust, because I would like that thump to be a proper deep, deep thump. But at the minute she sounds lovely. Would I change anything? Maybe a tail tidy. Honestly, tail tidy, change the exhaust, and I think that's me about done with it. I mean, we're going to start to come into winter here now in Wales. Even though I have ridden this thing in more wet days than dry days at the minute, it's still a fantastic and capable little bike that surprises me every time I take it out. Yeah, so thank you very much guys for watching the video. It's been a no frills, no bull review of the Royal Enfield 350. Would I buy another one? Yes. Yes, I would. Would I possibly go for a larger engine capacity? No, not really. Not at the minute. I mean, she does everything that I need her to do. She doesn't cost the earth. But there is a Himalayan out there that might have my name on it. Maybe. But in all seriousness, thank you very much for watching the video. Like, share, comment, whatever all these motor vloggers say. I don't bloody know. This is just me in the garage, sitting on a motorbike when it's raining outside in Wales. Cheers.